Hello, I'm Julia, and this is a little bit of a art documentary, but not really. Just a little bit of an inside thinking of this painting that I've finally finished. You know, I am at this point where I'm trying to get into art school here in Sweden. I'm just always leaving all of the work that I need to do to like the last months, and it's kind of interesting how it always works out that way. It's no one else to blame but me for not really planning it out, for just being like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Do you though? Yeah, I started this painting in July 2025, and now it's December. It's December, bro. Yeah, it's a little bit stressful actually. Most of the time that I was working on this piece, I did not record, which is my biggest loss in this process, but it's fine, because this is my first painting that I'm actually trying to document in a way, with video and audio and whatever, with words, more or less. I started this painting with not really an image in my head. It more started with like, I need this and this and this to be in it. And then I kind of just smashed it together. And also, of course, I made it purple. You know, it's all about just death, in a way. This whole thing is about death and how this deer is losing its fight with death. In this case, the character, or the person in the painting, is just watching it unfold. She can't stop it, even though she may be trying to stop it. Or maybe she is the cause of it. We don't know. I know. And I will be saying that I did not envision myself in this painting, because this is actually a lot of character. But she is kind of loosely based off of me, and therefore she kind of shares my appearance with the hair and stuff. To also be kind of honest with what she's doing here, what is she doing? Spoiler warning, it's not blood, okay? It's not blood, because she has magic. It's from a fantasy book. I felt like I needed to add pearls to this magic. She isn't trying to fix death, she's just trying to reach for whatever life could remain in the deer. I thought about putting the crow standing atop of the deer's stomach, because I felt like, hey, crows represent like death, transformation, mystery, and spiritual messages across a lot of cultures. It kind of symbolizes endings, beginnings, rebirth, omens, guides to the afterlife. She isn't really being dramatic. She isn't grieving, she isn't like happy, of course. She's just watching. Well, her eyes are closed, but don't worry about that. That was just me being stressed over not being able to paint her eyes correctly. I don't want to talk about that. But trust, she is watching. She just happens to blink. I know, I'm just kidding. The background kind of came last, because I was like, I need something that's like a grass vibe, but something else needs to happen than just plain grass. So there's a little like, vroom, vroom. That's what I would call it, a little vroom. And to be explaining the things I drew in the sky, I kind of took inspiration from like a very blood veiny kind of pic, because it's all about just life and death and healing and whatever. It feels a little bit cosmic when I'm watching it now, but you know, deep inside it's about blood veins, but it's just drawn in whites, so that it works better with the painting. Yeah, whatever. I've always been drawn to paintings that are kind of telling a story behind the scenes. The kind of painting where nothing is really happening loudly, yet everything can be explained or figured out by simply looking at the scene. One that I always think about when it comes to these kind of paintings is anguish. There's no visible violence. We don't see what or who caused this. We only just see all of the emotion, all of the anguish, all of the sadness, the grief. I want to paint like this one day, but like in my own style and world and expression. I just want how complex this piece can be, even without it showing everything. I want the emotion, but I also want just the feeling of, oh, this is from a bigger story that we will never be able to see. They trust the viewer to feel the weight of what's missing. And I really love that someone could stand in front of this painting and have a different view of what it is and what it means. I don't want my work to close itself off by explaining too much, okay? I kind of want everyone else, all the viewers of this art, to kind of tell me what they're feeling, what they're seeing, what they think they're seeing. Meanwhile, I have the correct answer. No, I'm just kidding. But I have my own version of it, and then everyone else can have their own version of it. And that's something that I want to work towards. Just give me a few years, guys. Give me a few years. This channel and all of these videos are mostly gonna be for myself to kind of document my process and everything. So I can then look back at it like years from now and be like, what the hell? What the hell, girl? She was crazy back then. Yeah, that's to have kind of like a video, art video documentary, art video journal. My journal about creating art. My own process of what I'm thinking, what inspires me, what's going on. Yeah, that's it. I hope to have inspired someone out there, and I hope that this is kind of like a wake-up call to trust the process, guys. Trust the process, okay? I promise you, whenever I make something that looks so awful, I just trust that, hey, I can fix this. And then I just hopefully do. Most of the time, maybe I don't really, it doesn't work out that well, but that's fine. Because sometimes it does. And it's those times, like this time, that you're really happy about the end results. I do feel good when I'm watching it. When I'm looking at it, I just love the color so much. Also, guys, if you're obsessed with the color, just paint anything in only that color. Okay, that is my next tip. It's helped me love my painting even more. Because if this was in realistic colors, I would probably be like, I don't know. But now, when it's purple, I'm like, hey. But that is it, guys. And thank you for watching. I hope to see you again. My next project, it's gonna be a self-portrait. I haven't done this big of a portrait ever, so wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. Oh!